Okay, do a little walk around here. Start with the interior, I suppose. Marco grip, you know, seat, driver's seat, awesome. Actually, is really comfortable, and of course my pillow's the best part of the seat. But super awesome seat, holds well, fits well, very comfortable, good bolsters. Sparco Evo 2 for the passenger. Yeah, it keeps the passenger there. It's not adjustable. This one is not either. It is set up for me and whoever else can fit where I fit. Got the G-force hub, energy quick release with the wheel, and let's see. Got my oil pressure and wideband, G-force, and race quip 5-point harnesses. Let's see what else. 6-speed stock e-brake. Stock e-brake, a lot of people are surprised I still use that. Whatever. I usually just do power over. I'm nothing special. I just do what I do, and I'd like to eventually do a hydro, but you know, I have to weld up the calipers and all that fun stuff. In the back, got my Accusump. If you have an LS-based motor and you're drifting it, get an Accusump. It's awesome. I never have to worry about it, and it works perfectly. You can pre-oil, and I just leave it on when I'm at events. Plumbed up here, up under, and then I'll show you under the hood in a little bit. Got an auto power 4-point little, I guess, roll bar cage back here, harness bar, so everything attaches. It's just a bolt-in, does well, stiffens it up, and kind of ties the chassis in a bit more. I'd love to do a full cage someday. Okay, wheels all around, they're all the same, 18x9 focal X's, or 18x9.5 actually. Stock calipers, stock rotors in the rear, no spacers. You can see, rolled the fender back here, but no pull. It's very thick. Okay, coming up front, it's kind of rolled itself. I have way more steering angle than a stock car. It still rubs, but you stand 10 feet away from it, you never notice. We got dimpled rotors up front, still stock calipers, hawk pads. Got some super spacers and ARP studs under the hood. Aluminum radiator, K&N Intake, got that K&N dough. Let's see, stock 241 heads, Pacesetter headers, yeah, I know. Plug wires, you know, typical stuff. Painted the valve covers and the plenum there. Got this, my hood doesn't stay up, so hold on. Got, I can't even remember who makes that, but Aftermarket strut bar. I was given it. Never bought it, so that's probably why I can't remember who makes it. Let's see. In the stock 241 heads, I got dual valve springs, Texas speed push rods, LS2 lifters, cam is a Texas speed 233, 239. Dynoed 400 horsepower at the rear wheels. Not bad. Spins the rear tires good. It's reliable. I'm very impressed with it. It's a conservative tune. I love my LS1. It's a good motor. Going to the rear, we've got the SLP LM2s. I do have the resonators on it currently. It's got a good sound. It's rumbly, but it's not super loud. Sounds good when you rev it out. One of the most important parts of this car is the suspension. I have Shane Whalley. Get under here and get all nasty. Adjustable arms. I got BC coilovers. Hotchkis sway bars, front and rear. That's who makes my strut bar, Hotchkis. So there you go. BC coilovers are awesome. stock rack. You can see where the Accusump comes. I have in the oil pan the improved racing oil pan baffle. That's super awesome. I got that before the Accusump. So definitely with LS motors you have to be very careful with the oiling. 235 40 18. So it looks like I'm square right now. Sometimes I run 245s in the rear. It just really depends on what I can get and what's cheap at the time. Great drift tire, lasts a long time. You can see it wears fairly straight. But because the GTO, one of the biggest problems is it gets a lot of, once you lower it, the camber is really hard to adjust. I do have camber bushings in the back to try to get it as close to zero as possible. It's actually really not bad. For a lowered car, it was worse until I got the bushings. Bushings are weird, they're eccentric. It's kind of weird to get them to be set up right, but I think it's like -1.5 or maybe -1. It's somewhere around there. So you can see how much angle the front has compared to the rear. I don't have camber plates on this. It's really adjusted by the Whalley Adjustable arms and the fact that it's lowered. So you can see my steering wheel's not straight, so it's got a little toe going, but it's got quite a bit of camber in the front, especially for, once again, a GTO. Their suspension's not really very acceptable to drifting, so you got to do a lot of work. It's not like a 240. Here's my broken one. I got epic camber, yo. Yeah. I fucked it up at the last drift event. Still haven't fixed it. And back to the interior, just general gutted. Yeah, pretty simple car. Keep it reliable, keep it fun.